What is going on, my dudes and dudettes? It's Sean here with SNES Serpentarium. I'm chilling with my double het albino pied here. She's a big chunky female. I just put her around my neck. Yeah, so today we're going to talk about size comparison of royals. Now, it's important to know, guys, okay, I get a lot of questions about, oh, my snake is a year old, how should it be? Or it's 10 years old, how should it be? Whatever the case may be. And it is different from snakes to snake. Different ball pythons will grow at very different rates from what I've seen. You could get a 3-year-old snake, the smaller than a 1-year-old snake, in your same collection. You've offered the food the same sort of time periods, once a week, twice a week, you know, once every other week, wherever the case may be. But that yearling may just eat more than the 3-year-old, eat more often, and it might actually just have a different metabolism rate and just grow that bit faster. But typically a yearling will be anywhere from, I've seen, from 300 grams up to about 1500 grams for a yearling. I've actually got a female het pied pinstripe. She's here now. She's 10 months old and she's weighing in about 1100 grams. And then I've got a male. Obviously it's different, it's slower for a male, but he is just over a year old. I think he's 16 months old and he's only 500 grams. So it really does make a big difference, the genetics behind it and stuff like that. I've also got a 66% het pied here. She's 13 or 40 months old. She's 700 grams. So there's a massive range really in the sort of size differences you can get at a year old. There's no way of knowing how big your snake is going to be at a year old. All you can do is feed it properly and hope that it grows at a good rate. There's no rush to get it up to size, guys. Please don't try to power feed your snake just to get it up to size for 2. Quite often those won't make good breeders anyway. I would wait until 3 regardless of how big it is at 2. The only exception there would be if it is over 2000 grams, but 1500 grams I wouldn't breed that at 2 years old. There's no way I would, to be honest. It's not worth it. Give it time to mature out and stuff, and then breed it when it's 3. You'll get better eggs and bigger, healthier babies, and they're easier to get going. And it's just better in the long run, really, for the hobby as well. Yeah, so back on topic then. I've got 2 girls here. They're both 66% 66% het pieds, and they're both fires. They're actually clutch mates. And when I got them, they were fed on exactly the same diet, but one female was 500 grams bigger than the other one, and they're clutch mates. They were 3 or 4 years old when I picked them up. I picked them up around December last year. So do you see what I mean? Like, there's absolutely no way of saying, oh, you know, my snake's 3 years old, it should be this big, or my snake is 6 months old, it should be this big. There's absolutely no way of gauging it. I've actually seen a 3-year-old snake are only 120 grams, believe it or not. 3-year-old royal python. It was a spider gene royal, and it had such a bad head wobble that it wouldn't eat on its own. He was being assist fed for the first 2.5 years of his life, and from the age of 2.5 then it started to take sometimes on its own, but it'd go off food for months and months and months, and as a result then it's just not grown, and there's nothing the breeder could do about it, really. He did breed the snake himself, and he decided to keep it because it was a sort of how can I say, like, high maintenance snake. They needed a lot of care. It had a lot of care requirements there, So that's why he decided to keep it in the end. You know, and I think that's the right thing to do, really. Or maybe even in that case, maybe even get it put down by the vet, because that snake clearly doesn't have any sort of how can I say it, enjoyment out of life, really, being that unhealthy. You know, that's far too small for a 3-year-old snake. I wouldn't be happy if that was a 1-year-old snake, or even an 8-month-old snake. I wouldn't be happy, but a 3-year-old snake, I mean, that's just incredible, really, how sad that is. But it's not the breeder's fault. He shouldn't have bred a spider, but hey ho, people do it, don't they? You know what I mean? He's doing the best he can for the animal now, and to me, that's all you can do. I mean, hindsight is 20/20 with breeding snakes, and it's easy to say after it's already been done that he shouldn't have done it. So hats off to him, really, for doing that. I've got some royals here that have just hatched. Going back to the size thing, they've just hatched, and there's already size difference between them. Some of them are 70-80 grams, some of them are 50-60 grams. They all hatched are roughly the same size. They've all roughly had the same number of meals. Some of them have put on a lot of weight, and some of them are not putting on much weight. So it is actually quite mad, really, how this size thing can actually play out even in snakes that are clutch mates. I've got rosy boas here as well, guys, going back to the size thing. You can get year-old rosy boas that are 20 grams, and you can get year-old rosy boas that are 100 plus grams. You know what I mean? That's a 5 times size difference. So when people ask, you know, how big my snake should be at 3 years old, there really is no way of telling how big it should be, really, as long as it's eating as it should, it's doing everything as it should, and you're not starving it or power feeding it, then to me, really, you know, you're doing well, and there's nothing more you can do for it, really. As long as your husbandry and stuff is correct, then I'm happy enough. Yeah, but that's just to summarize then, guys, there's no way of knowing how big a snake should be at a certain age, or how you know, my snake is this big, how old is it, type of thing. There's just no way of knowing. I mean, if I show you this snake now and didn't tell you how old she was, which I'm actually not going to, she's roughly 2,000 grams. How old do you think she is? There's literally no way of knowing. There's no way of knowing. She could be a year old for all you know. There's no way of knowing. She's not a year old. She's actually a proven breeder, and I bought her as a proven breeder. I'm just going to pop her in now. But yeah, just comment down below just to prove my point, how old you think that snake is. I hope you've really enjoyed the video, guys. I'm enjoying making them. Sorry for rambling on a little bit there, but it's a topic that I've got a lot of opinions on, and there's a lot of examples to be given. So I thought I'd just go ahead and give those examples. But thanks for watching, as always, guys. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, smash that notification bell, hit the like, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.